In the rotation.
Chelsa, let's start with the Red Sox taking on the Blue Jays. I like a lot of bets today, and this is one of them. Sox plus 155 on the money line, taking on the Jays at minus 190 on the money line. Total set at 8.5. It is a 7 p.m. start in the East. Yesterday, the Jays won 6-2. Bo Bichette, his first ever grand slam in the 8th inning. That was the difference here, or in that game, I should say. Tonight, we get Nick Pivetta taking on Kevin Gausman. What are you thinking?
It looks like the obvious play, but going with the Blue Jays here. Gone are the days of getting Kevin Gausman at a pick'em. What was it last week that we got Kevin Gausman minus 115 or something against the Red Sox? And all he did was go 8 innings and struck out 8. And I think he only gave up 1 run. So the pitching matchup here certainly favors Kevin Gausman. And it's not a small sample size. He was good last year, all season long with the Giants. So Kevin Gausman is certainly the better pitcher in this one. And how you play that is, I think in the first 5, I will go the the Blue Jays in the first 5, minus a half for minus 135. You're not laying the amount of juice that you would for the full game. And plus, this Blue Jays lineup has been firing on all cylinders too. It's a home run friendly lineup and a home run friendly park, facing Nick Pivetta, who has not been especially good at locking down this Red Sox lineup. So I'll go the Blue Jays in the first 5 minus a half, which means they have to be winning at minus 135.
Chelsa, that is one of my favorite plays today. I am on that as well. Pivetta lost to the Blue Jays less than a week ago, 6-1, gave up 5 runs in 4 innings. He's 0-3 this year, an ERA over 10. He has not gone more than 5 2/3 innings so far this year. That's why I really like this first 5, because I just don't think he's going to escape that Toronto lineup. He's not going to go deep into this game. In his career against Toronto, he's 6-8, a 4.25 ERA. You mentioned how great Gausman has been going back to last season, so I'm with you. Giving the Blue Jays first 5 run line, minus 135. How about the Cubs and the Braves? The Cubs are plus 145 on the money line at Atlanta, minus 175 on the money line. Total set at 8. It is a 7:30 start in the East. Marcus Stroman taking on Max Fried here. Stroman has made 3 starts for the Cubs this season, all losses.
Yes, and looking at this Cubs lineup, they're the most strikeout-prone team in the majors right now, striking out 26% of the time. And looking at Max Fried coming off a really good one in which he hit his strikeout total. He struck out 8 batters against the Dodgers over 7 innings of work. So right now his strikeout prop listed at 5.5 plus money, plus 104. I think I'm going to go with that. Max Fried strikeout prop over 5.5 strikeouts against the Cubs.
Hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do another first 5 bet here, just based on the fact that when you look at Stroman, and he's been so bad, giving up 12 earned runs in his past 2 starts. He's got an ERA over 8, and Max Fried is coming off that really fantastic outing in LA. So I'm going to do another first 5 run line. Give me the Braves on the first 5 run line, minus 120. I think it's a pretty cheap price for a clear pitching mismatch. I almost skipped this game, Chelsa. We have the Mets taking on the Cardinals. Yesterday, the Mets somehow pulled it out. We were both on the Metropolitans. They got it done in the 9th inning, winning 5-2, getting all 5 runs in the 9th inning. Today, we've got Chris Bassett taking on Jordan Hicks. What are you thinking?
Here's the thing about Jordan Hicks. He has a really high upside. He's a flamethrower that is a converted closer into a starting pitcher, but he hasn't gone deep in games. In fact, the most he has pitched is 3 innings. Last time out against the Marlins, giving up a run over 3 innings of work. So yes, his ERA looks good, but he's not going to go deep. So it's going to be a heavy onus on the Cardinals bullpen to keep him in this one. I don't think it's worth the price here. I think I will go with the Mets here. Chris Bassett has been really reliable. It just makes me worry. We saw the Mets almost Mets again last night, but instead they scored, 5 runs in the top of the 9th. So I'd lean toward the Mets, but I hate trusting them.
Yeah, I'm the same way, but I do think it's a little early for the Mets to Met. They haven't done it yet. They got some momentum after that incredible comeback last night. And you mentioned Hicks still transitioning into being that 5th starter, so I'm not quite sure that I'm sold on him. And also that Cardinals bullpen saw a little regression last night. So if I'm leaning this, then I think I would lean Mets money line until they start to Met down the line. Finally, Chelsa, we have the Guardians taking on the Angels out west. The Guardians plus 125 on the money line. The Angels laying $1.55. Total set at 8. Of course, a late start, 9:30 in the East. Yesterday, the Angels won 3-0. Leadoff hitter Taylor Ward hit 2 home runs. Tonight, we've got Tristan McKenzie, I should say, taking on Patrick Sandoval.
Patrick Sandoval's been really good for the Angels. And don't look now, but the Angels are a good hitting lineup. Last night, winning 3-0. And we all know Mike Trout can do big things. We saw him hit a triple off just like a little chip shot last night. So I think I'd go with the Angels here just because Patrick Sandoval has been really good.
This total opened at 8.5. It's down to 8, and I think I'm going to play the under here. I know the Angels are one of the best hitting teams in baseball, but I'll take a flyer on McKenzie keeping the Halos at bay. And even if he doesn't, Sandoval could keep that down on his own. So that would be my lean in that game.